Okay, so okay, we back to our okay. So um, just now I set my Nikon camera to be able to use the manual lens. So okay, so now again I'll try to okay. So maybe I try to see I try to use this calendar. Okay, this is much nice, right? It's okay. So we can see if it's in focus, right? So okay, so we can change the now it's in focus, right? Yeah, it definitely is in focus. You see the color, red color, the peeping. Okay, so yeah, okay, you are not able to see the peeping red color, but but if I mean I can see from the viewfinder. Okay. Okay, so okay, so you can see clear, very clear, very right. Okay, it's out focus. Okay, okay, so now it's in focus, right? Yeah, because for me, I'm able to see the peeping color from viewfinder. It's all red, so you see, it's in focus, right? It's definitely in focus. If you're not sure, I can choose. I can also zoom in. Zoom in. Okay, that's not okay. Um, yes. Okay, that's it. Okay, so this is the quality. Okay, later you can see if it's in focus or not. Okay, this is the coins. I can well focus. Change the focus to be on the coins. Okay, so now it's nice, right? Okay, my coins is in focus. Okay, this is Hong Kong dollar. Yeah, you see, it's not very nice Hong Kong dollar. So okay, maybe I use a nice one. Ah, yeah, this is nice. Okay, this is Hong Kong dollar. Okay, Hong Kong dollar. Yeah, I see. Now the Hong Kong dollar is in focus, right? It's okay. That's the quality. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So now the setting I'm using here for this video recording is ISO 500. Shutter speed is 1/50. Aperture is 5.6. It's not its exposure is okay. I think so. Okay, for example, if I want to see this lens, maybe I can see here. Okay. Oh no, I can't. It's too dark. Cannot see. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's it. Okay. Maybe I can change to. Okay. I can use the maximum aperture. Someone told me that the aperture from 4 to I mean 4 to 5.6 is the best one. Okay, the aperture 4 and the aperture 4.6. No, aperture 4 and the aperture 5.6 are best optical performance. Anyway, I can also choose to use the maximum aperture, which is 1.5, 1.4, and then now I try to change the shutter speed 100, and I try to change the ISO to be a smaller one. Okay, for example, ISO 100. Yeah, 100. Okay, yeah. So exposure level here is very nice. Is okay. So the aperture I'm using is 1.6 or 1.4, which is maximum aperture, and the shutter speed is 1/100. So it's 1/100. 1/100, and the ISO number is also 100. So yeah, so okay, repeat. The ISO number I'm using is 100, and the shutter speed here is 1/100, and the aperture setting is 1.4, which is the maximum aperture. So right now the exposure should be fine. It should be okay. And now you can see what's the optical performance when the aperture is maximum open, and you can see the quality. Okay, so it's okay. So now okay, so you see the change the focal length. Okay, so it's very nice, right? You can see this one. Okay, so just you can see, if you can see, able to see this clearly. Okay, so I try to make the focus on this lens cover. Okay, so okay, maybe I can see this one. It's much better. Okay, this. Okay, so I try to focus on this. Okay, yeah, nice. Yeah, now my focal point is on this white TT Artisan character on this lens. Okay, so now the focal plane is here is TT Artisan character on this lens cover. So you can see what's the optical performance for video recording. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So anything I can show you. Okay. So you see the background. So the background here is very blur. Okay, which is the expectation you want, right? Because you want the background to be blur. That's a bokeh. Okay, that's a bokeh. The background is blur, and this is the things you want to see clear. Okay. Yeah, that's things. Okay, so this is maximum aperture. This is maximum aperture. Okay. So anything I can see more? Okay, yes, can see this wood. This nice thing. Okay, so you can see here. Okay. Okay, so try to focus on 50 millimeter. See, okay, this. Okay, so now it's in focus. Okay, now focus. Okay. Okay. so I'll try to focus on the Chinese character here. Okay, try to see, focus on the Chinese character here. Okay. Yes, that's it. I think that's the okay Chinese character I'm focusing on. Yeah. Okay. So now I want to change it to be this side. Now it's more dark to see. Okay, so okay, this is the focal plane. Okay, so now I'm focusing on the Chinese character here. So you see it's clear, right? So you can really see the optical performance for the video recording. Okay, next things I want to do is okay, because this is light projected overhead, so it's bright here, right? This plane is bright, is under the light. Okay, if I want to change to this side, so I want you to see what's the optical performance. Okay, because now it's not facing on my light source. Okay, it's in shadowing, right? It's in shadow. So now you can see. Okay, I'll try to do focus. Okay, I think that's the okay. Now I think I'm focusing on this character, and it's not facing the lighting source. Okay, so you can see what's the optical performance for this lens. Okay. Okay, so that's it. Okay, next experiment I want to do is try to change the aperture to be smallest. Okay, so which is 16. Okay, and so since it's so now it's very dark, so I need to change the ISO. Change the ISO to be okay, to be maybe 400. Okay, 8,000. Okay, I change the ISO to 8,000. Okay, so the exposure should be fine, I think. Yeah, it should be, it's a little bit dark, but it's okay. Okay, it's a little bright. Okay, too bright. Okay, nice. Okay. So okay, so the ISO I'm using is 16,000. 16,000. Okay, because it's Nikon is at 50. Low light performance is quite good, so I can use this ISO, and the shutter speed is 1/100. Okay, I change 100. Okay, so I change to 100. Okay, so the shutter speed is 1/100. Here, that's it. And okay, so you can see the performance is so now it's aperture size is f16. So it's which is the smallest aperture, smallest opening aperture, and the shutter speed is 1/100, and ISO number is 16,000. Okay, so okay. So the focal plane is here. So this is in focus, and also I believe this is also in focus, right? Okay, this is also in focus in the video. Okay, so now I try to facing the Chinese character to the light source, so you can see what's the okay things. Okay, now it's focusing on this. Since the aperture size is 16, so the field of depth is very wide, so I believe the entire thing is in focus. Okay, including this. I think, yeah, including this candle, everything is in focus because it's because the aperture is 16, so the field of depth is quite wide. It's quite wide. So yeah, everything should be in focus. Okay, that's it. Okay. So anything I can do to this? Yeah, that's it. Okay, all right. Okay, so okay, I think that's the demonstration. I stop here. Okay.